Hey guys, runnerman15 here, and today we are going to be playing Need for Speed 2015 in the best possible way that you can play the game and the worst possible way that you can play the game. Now, the only reason I'm making this video is to kind of act as a comparison between these two very different versions of the game, and they're not that much different, but you'll see some of the improvements that have been made in the PC port versus the PS4 port. Now, I'm not sure about Xbox. I don't know if they rolled out a 60 FPS patch or not, but at least for the Xbox One and the PS4, right now I'm on a PS4 Slim, it is considered the worst way to play it. Now, I could have played the game on PS5 because there's no difference in playing it on PS5, PS4. The only real difference can be load times, but even then, most load times are based on the server anyways, but I kind of wanted an excuse to bust out my my old PS4 Slim. I think this game even has a theme for the PS4. I think it was a free theme. Jeez, this thing is so slow, dude. I love the PS4, dude. The PS4 operating system is the best operating system out there. Yeah, see, there's a Most Wanted Legends theme, and then there's a Underground theme. Alright, it is a free theme, so it doesn't skin your entire PlayStation, but it kind of just adds like a little background. So, well, that kind of is a skin on like the titles and stuff. It looks very funky. Thank you, EA, for this. Thank you, Ghost Games. Alright, let's actually play this game now. Come on. There we go. A little slow. Start, as you can see, I got that platinum trophy. And I'll talk about the platinum trophy a little bit in this video if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. If you guys want me to make a full video breaking down the trophy list for this game and kind of explaining how to do the trophies, hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see something like that. Yo, good thing I platinumed it. I just say I have 0 rep. I have the story 100% complete. What? Alright, let's go ahead and play. And let's see how long it takes for us to load into the game. Now, surprisingly, this load time probably won't change when we move over to PC, because I'm pretty sure this is, this load time is for the servers. And when I put this game on the SSD on the PS5, it didn't change this load speed, and playing this game on PC didn't change this load speed. So I'm pretty sure this load speed to get into the game right here doesn't matter on what you play the game on. You'll always get this like 2-minute long loading screen. Longer than I remember it being. Alright, well I guess we can go. Oh, that crisp, solid 30 FPS is always nice. Let's go with the Lamborghini. You can see we get a nice, crisp, solid 30 FPS across the entire game. It's locked to 30 FPS on PS4 and PS5. I don't know about the Xbox Series X or Series S consoles. I have a feeling that it wasn't updated for those consoles either. I don't know. But as you can see, very laggy. It looks literally the same on PS5. But yeah, this is Need for Speed 2015. Whoa. The graphics aren't the best. I mean, they're not that bad. The game doesn't look that bad. It's just the only problem is you're locked to 30 FPS, especially in a racing game. This can be kind of bad. You typically want higher frame rates in racing games. There's also a little bit of input lag. That could just be because of the 30 FPS, but I've definitely noticed this when just playing the game normally back when I was grinding for the Platinum Trophy. Well, I guess we should do a race. Rate our overall enjoyment of the race, I guess. Alright. One race on the PS4 edition of Need for Speed 2015. Why is there 800 cars? What the heck? So actually, I kind of wanted to talk about the game as a whole, just real quick. I feel like this Need for Speed could have been something a lot more. I think those games give it their maybe not their best shot, but they tried, I guess. It has my favorite map and favorite ambience out of any of the modern Need for Speed games. Definitely. Always thought this game looked really good, especially for the time it came out. It came out in 2015. This game looks pretty good for a game that came out in 2015, but the game just has too much jank and kind of garbage mechanics. The story is garbage, and the game can get pretty boring pretty fast, so I don't know. Apparently I have a very bad look at that. Don't you love it when games put a crash animation in their racing games? The handling isn't the worst. I mean, the handling isn't the best in these Need for Speed games, but it's not that bad. I feel like people complain too much about it. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. It can be jank. It can definitely be very jank. And inconsistent, especially in this game. But like I said, handling isn't that bad. If EA wasn't the publisher behind this, and maybe we had an actual good amount of funding, the team was allowed to take as long as they wanted on the game, we might have gotten one of the best racing games of all time out of this game. But fortunately, this reboot kind of fell short, and in my opinion is a pretty bad excuse for a Need for Speed game. Also, how long? Dude, this race is 104 checkpoints. Should I do this whole entire race? I've already committed. I'm like almost halfway done. I said I was going to talk about the platinum. The platinum isn't difficult. Literally, all you have to do is play through the game, do a few miscellaneous trophies. There's like no collectibles. You don't have to worry about getting collectibles. It's literally just completing the game, which can be it can be tough on your will to live for sure. But honestly, pretty easy platinum. There was one trophy that annoyed me, and that was the daily challenges trophy. There's a trophy where you have to complete 15 daily challenges, and this means that you have to play this game for a minimum of 5 days in order to platinum it. The game only awards you, or it only gives you the ability to do 3 daily challenges a day. So that means you would have to complete every single daily challenge for 5 whole days, you know? So I thought that was annoying. It kind of gate kept the platinum from me for a few days after I got every other trophy, but I eventually got it. Eventually able to get the platinum. Let's go ahead and move on to the PC port of the game, and then we'll go over the actual mod that we're going to be looking at in this video. Not gonna lie, the reflections aren't bad in this game. They're not that bad. I mean, you can kind of see some reflections. Like I said, the graphics are not bad for a game on the PS4, you know. Alright, so we are on the PC version, and I think we have Afterburner running. We do not. So I want to get some diagnostic info here, some performance data, so you guys can see how the game runs, at least on my PC. I do have the graphics maxed out, by the way, so we should get a... There we go. So in our main menu, I'm using around 30% of my CPU. I have an i5 11600KF and about 40% of my GPU. Right now the game is rendering at 200 FPS in the main menu. No, it doesn't really look like it. So as you can see, I have everything set to Ultra. And let's go ahead and load into the game. This is installed on an SSD, by the way. This is installed on a high-performance gaming SSD. Like I said, my full specs will be down in the description below if you guys want to know my PC specs. CPU doesn't usually get above like 70 degrees, So as you can see, we're in about 170 frames in the garage. Let's go ahead and take out car. Let's go ahead and leave the garage. So that intro loading time loading into the server was about the same amount of time as the PS4, maybe a teeny bit quicker. I'll have to look at that once I'm editing the video. But yeah, this is Need for Speed, well, technically 2016. This is the PC port of the game, and I'm not gonna lie, the graphics do look similar. I mean, they do look better, but not by a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like they maxed out the graphics on console and then just put a 30 FPS lock on it. As you can see, I'm not sure if there's any shaders enabled, like if there's actually any shaders running. Maybe Reshade has like default shaders on. But we are only running the game at around 100 to 130 frames. Usually this game will run around 144 frames, which is my refresh rate, my monitor. But our GPU is being maxed out here. So I have a 3060 12 gig card in my system. It's a EVGA 3060 XC gaming, my bad. Game's only using 4 gigs of VRAM though. But obviously I don't really care if it doesn't hit 144 FPS. You guys are only seeing 60 FPS anyways, and 60 FPS is more than enough for me. Honestly, the game is just so much smoother. Definitely recommend playing this game on PC. Do not play this game on console because holy crap, it's way better on PC. Unless you don't have a PC that can run this game. If your PC runs Need for Speed worse than your PS4 or PS5 does, then I need a new gaming PC. Might need to make some upgrades. Other than the graphics and frame rate, maybe some loading times, the game is no different. Like, this is still the same game. If you wanted to go completely vanilla, this would be the best way to do it. Apparently there's a cop trying to chase us right now. I'm just gonna boost away from him. Alright, get rid of the cops. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this Need for Speed Remastered mod. I want to check this mod out. I want to see if it actually like fully remastered the game. And then if it turns out to be kind of garbage, we can look at the Need for Speed Unite mod. That mod I've already tried out and it's pretty cool. Need for Speed Remastered. Press space to continue. Connecting to EA servers. Already I can see our graphics card is being almost maxed out. Dude, we're running the lobby at 500 FPS. Very nice. Alright, we are in the game. Dude, we're getting 60 FPS in the garage. Oh gosh. I have a feeling we're not going to get much better FPS outside. Now, I can always boot up the light config. That is also something we can do. We're using 10 gigs of VRAM. Holy crap. So at first we were using 4 gigs. Now we're literally maxing the graphics card out. Running the game at 43 FPS. So we are hitting the same amount of FPS we were on console, probably a little bit more, but the graphics are so much better. I do notice an improvement in the graphics. The reflections look a lot better. Like if you look at the water reflections, like look at the sign in the distance. See if it'll update. Shut up. Look at the reflection, dude. Okay. This also apparently changes the handling, which I'm interested to check out. Okay, it feels a lot... feels a little different. I mean... it kind of feels different. It feels like you have less... feels like the car's a little bit more grippier. That's about it. Well, if you have a pretty strong rig, I'm sure you can run this game at like 60 FPS. This isn't unplayable. Like I said, I'm used to playing the PS4 version of the game, so I would much rather have better graphics with the same frame rate. I mean, at least the game looks clear, but we're barely running at 30 FPS. You know what we need a fix for? We need a fix for this long intro loading screen. Even though I don't think that's even fixable. Only people that can fix that is EA. Okay, we're getting a lot more FPS. We're getting like 170 in the garage. Alright, so most likely all that did was kind of turn off ray tracing and some of the higher fidelity stuff. Even though the ray tracing still doesn't look bad, let's go take a look at this sign. The sign will be proof. I mean, you can still see the sign reflections. They're not super clear. They're like very blurry, but we still do get... I mean, is that considered ray tracing? I'm not like a graphics expert or anything, but... Okay, well, with a light configuration, we're still pretty much maxing out our graphics card, but we're using a lot less VRAM, and the game is running at a solid 100 FPS. We can also go ahead and turn on our shaders. We do have some shaders here. HDR reshade, we want to select that, it'll reload it, and boom, you kind of saw the game looks a lot clearer. Look how much clearer the game looks, and like sharper. It actually looks sharper and clearer. It looks a little bit less fuzzy. This is honestly like, this is surprising. Wow. So yeah, guys, this is the best way to play Need for Speed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the handling still feels pretty similar, like a lot similar. Maybe I don't have the mod installed correctly, or maybe the mod just simply, maybe it doesn't really change the handling, maybe it just kind of fixes the handling. Maybe it removes all those inconsistencies and the jankiness to it. But as you can see, the game looks a lot clearer. You can actually see where you're driving, which is very nice. There's none of that annoying fog, that annoying film grain that the PS4 version puts on the game. Well, shoot, if you have a mid-end PC, you can run this game at like 80 FPS at least with these mods. Game look a lot better, you know? My character is so ugly, bro. What the hell? Alright, well, I mainly just want to make this video to kind of make a comparison in between the PS4 version and a modded version of the game. So if you guys want to see more comparison videos like this, hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me if you guys did. I'm runnerman15. I'll see you guys in the next video.